What's going on, you guys? So about 3 weeks ago, PlayStation finally released the official version of the update that unlocks the SSDs inside the console. So the thing is, I went ahead to install the XPG GameX S70 blade with the stock heatsink to keep my SSD cool. But then I heard about Sabrent's new PS5 heatsink, and I decided to consider that. So the thing is, you can get it as a combo with the Sabrent Rocket 4 Plus SSD. So if you want a combo that has the SSD and a heatsink that's easy to install, then you should probably look into this option right here. I can't guarantee that using this heatsink will make your SSD a lot cooler than using any of the other heatsinks. But what I can tell you is that this is extremely easy to install, and it was designed specifically to cool down SSDs inside the PS5. And this works with any SSD. It doesn't have to be Sabrent's Rocket 4 Plus. It could be any of the other ones. You can pick up the heatsink by itself for about 23 Canadian dollars, and you can pick up the combo together for about 285, 286 Canadian dollars. So make sure you keep your eyes out. There's usually discounts on SSDs and these combos and stuff like that. The XPG GameX S70 blade did come with a stock heatsink that I installed before putting it into the console. I haven't had any issues with overheating or temperature or anything like that, and I've been playing with it installed into my console for about 3 weeks now, maybe even a month, somewhere around there. The stock XPG GameX S70 blade heatsink that I have installed inside the PS5 right now does come with about 2 layers, just like every other heatsink you'll find out there. The thermal tape and the aluminum heatsink. Sabrent's heatsink comes with 3 different layers. So they're going to be replacing the metal cover for the SSD slot inside your PS5. So some of you guys out there might be thinking, oh, I trust Sony's engineering and I don't know why you would want to replace the cover and all of that. That's up to you, that's your decision to make. But Sabrent's PS5 heatsink replaces that metal cover for a top heat spreader. The top heat spreader improves thermal transfer from heating sources. So it's supposed to improve the cooling ability of the overall heatsink. And what makes it super cool is how easy it is to install with any SSD. All you need is your SSD and this heatsink. Before I go ahead and jump into the installation, I want you guys to let me know down in the comment section what SSDs you've got installed inside your PS5 or which ones you're looking into getting. And let me know what you guys think about this new PS5 heatsink from Sabrent and if you'll be picking one up. So let's go ahead and do this, y'all. Right there. Okay, so that's off. Get that out the way, and we've got the cover right here, as you can see. So this is the M.2 SSD cover by PlayStation itself. Some of you guys are probably wondering, why would I want to take off the cover by PlayStation 5? That's up to you guys right there. For me, it's the top heat spreader. This metal enclosement right here just keeps the heat inside. So I'm gonna open it up and I'm gonna replace it with Sabrent's version. Okay, as you can see, we've got the Sabrent heatsink right here. We've got the blue thermal tape right here, which allows for excellent thermal conductivity. And then we've got the aluminum heatsink, which allows for greater heat dissipation. So that's the actual heatsink. And the top right here is what replaces the PlayStation 5 M.2 SSD slot cover. And that's the top heat spreader. And this one improves thermal transfer from heating sources. I got my screwdriver right here. I'm going to open this up right now. So just take that off. There's also a screwdriver from Sabrent, just in case you don't have one that fits for the screw in the PlayStation 5. So this one right here, so you can use that. They provided that as well as a part of this PS5 heatsink. All right, so I'm gonna take this off right now. We'll get that off out the way. And as you can see, I've got my XPG GameX there. That's been installed for about a month now, like I said, so no issues at all. And this is the stock heatsink that came with it. That's what's on the SSD. Okay, that's off. We're gonna take this out, pull it out right there. I'm gonna go ahead and replace that setup with this setup, the PS5 heatsink from Sabrent, as well as the Rocket 4 Plus 1TB M.2 SSD from Sabrent. And like I said earlier, there's nothing wrong with the XPG GameX that was installed initially. I used it for over a month, no issues at all. If we can get 1,000 likes on this video, I'll do a temperature test between my old setup and this new Sabrent Rocket 4 Plus and the heatsink combo setup. We'll see which one is cooler, or which one, you know, can be cooler after playing for long sessions, which is very important. So as you can see, that's both of them right there, the heatsink and the Rocket 4 Plus. They're pretty much the same design. It's got that clean look to it, and all you got to do is basically attach these two together right here. If you're worried about switching out the PS5 stock metal cover, then you can go ahead and get one of those double-sided heat sinks or single-sided heat sinks and use that instead. You know, just like my XPG GameX, which I showed you guys was installed before. But I want something that's a little bit more sophisticated, so I'm going with this new setup. All right, so first up, I'm going to install the thermal pad on the SSD, and then I'll install the new cover. So what I'll do is I'll grab the thermal pad off of the heatsink right there, and then just set that to the side. Grab the little thing protecting it. There's a thing on it, like a little plastic. Get that off. Then I've got the SSD right here. I'm gonna place this on there. All we gotta do now is install this into the PS5 and then cover it up. Before you put this in, make sure that you have your standoff in the right place. So this little piece of metal, this little piece right here, I don't know if you guys see that, but you want to make sure that that's installed in the right place for the right size of SSD. So you just install the SSD itself, just plug it in diagonally, and then once it's there, all you have to do now is screw it down. Out with the old, in with the new. So we get this out the way, and then we just place this on there, and it's a snug fit. That's the truth right there. It's an actual snug fit. So it's supposed to be a better heatsink that's cooler based on Sabrent's test. All right, I'm gonna screw this back on, and we're pretty much done here. I can't tell anybody what to do. This video is for my console. It's a very snug fit, and I'm more confident in having this little cover plus heatsink combo as opposed to the original one that was on there. Okay, all that's left now is to cover this up and, you know, get the plan. Okay, now that I've got everything installed and everything's working perfectly, the SSD looks great inside the PS5 and it's working great as well. I would like you guys to let me know down in the comment section what you think about this new PS5 heatsink plus M.2 SSD combo from Sabrent. I'm really happy with the current setup now, but I like to see how it holds up over time. If you're looking to pick up Sabrent's heatsink or the PS5 heatsink plus M.2 SSD combo, you can go ahead and use the links down in the description below. I've also linked some of the best M.2 SSDs that you guys can go for if you don't want the Rocket 4 Plus M.2 SSD. But that's all I've got for you guys in this one. If you made it to this point of the video, I need you guys to comment down below PS5 heatsink. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and then hit the gold bell icon right next to the subscribe button to turn on notifications. And I will catch you guys in the next one. It's Midas, and I'm out, y'all.